First off, I would like to thank Mr.Coop for inviting me out to Dallas and letting me be at his crib for a day and interview him and hang out with him. Huge shout out to him for just letting a complete stranger really just into his house, and he is super inviting and super cool and amazing. If you want to know why the interviews haven't been going on, then I'm about to explain it, but if not, then go to here and watch the Mr. Coop interview. But the interviews haven't been happening because I had something happen with my hard drive, and then I just had multiple interviews on there, and I didn't have them backed up anywhere else. So now I'm having to get the whole hard drive recovered. So I'm just waiting on that. So that's why no interviews have happened, and the format of all the other interviews are about to be different than the first three, only because of that. It's going to still be sky's the limit. It's going to still similar questions, similar vibes, similar everything. It's just going to be the format's different. But other than that, all the interviews are going to be the same. But they just may be slowed down on interviews for a while. I have a couple that I can edit, but not too many right now. But other than that, have a good day and enjoy the interview with Mr. Coop.
What's happening? What's happening? Y'all better believe it.
So who am I here with?
Mr. C-O-O-P. LaJuan Cooper. That's it. Y'all know who it is. Don't play crazy. Yeah, I'm just getting ready. It's about to be a real interview. I'm from Lubbock, Texas. I was born there, raised in Dallas, in South Dallas. He'll show you some of the spots. We've been there, but that's where it all came from. Music was, LL Cool J was the reason I got introduced to music. I wanted to be that. Whatever that was me. For a long time. I had a bad attitude, and I respected nothing. And so I wanted to be that. When I seen that on Crush Groove, when he walk up in there and he do the thing he do about his microphone or his radio or some shit, from that point on, I was in music.
So what would you say the first song was that you heard from him?
For me, that I heard from LL?
Yeah.
My radio.
Oh.
Yeah, that was in a movie. I seen how he ran up in the room and acted about getting into the audition. So I thought that's what I was going to have to do to get in, but it didn't happen like that. The dude that recorded my record or wanted me to do my record heard me freestyling at a barbecue. Well, I want to say I was 12 or 13 years old. And I was doing what everybody else was doing. Running around trying to be a part of hip-hop. Found out I wasn't a good break dancer. I didn't know how to move my body like that, so I'm going to go with the rap part of hip-hop. And that's where I went. That's what I did. I started rapping in 87, 86, somewhere around there.
So what's the story behind that? Were you just with some friends? Or?
I was just with my uncle, and we had a group. We was the Bachelor Boys. And we did some music for the people at Lincoln High School. They had a cable thing. And we went in there and rapped. But my music really didn't jump off until I moved to Lubbock.
So you were in Dallas at that time then?
I was in Dallas when I was a bachelor boy. And when I got in the Eminem crew, I was in Lubbock, Texas, going against the killer MCs, Mike and Man. My dude name was Man. His name is William Shipman. And his name was MC Man, and my name was MC Mike. So we came up with the Eminem crew. And we won our first talent show. We had a lot of people in our group. One dude played the spoon. And we had some backup dancers that didn't know how to dance. But we won the talent show. And that was the beginning of Mr. Coop.
So how old were you whenever you won your first talent show?
I want to say 18 at the most.
So did you guys win money, or it was just more of a...
We just won studio time back then.
Too, or
nope.
you just
It was that one time, and I heard somebody like my song. They liked me doing it. So from there, I was in. Wasn't no more. I'm a rapper. I didn't understand what a rapper did other than rap, but that's what I was good at because I didn't have to write nothing. I could freestyle off the top of my head. And so a lot of people couldn't do that. And I was amazing to a lot of people because I could do that. And so uh, I would say that would be 97.
So what made you change it to Mr. Coop?
Uh, the fact that my MC name, it was MC Mikey. Nobody could, they wasn't getting it, but it stood for Master in Complete Effect. MIC, that's what it was, but nobody was getting that. So Mr. Coop just became Coop, my last name. That's what everybody called me. I'm going to go with Mr. Coop. We put that on there, and nobody was copywriting that name, so that was it. We went from there, and boom, here come Mr. Coop.
Have you ever produced music or ever messed with that side of?
I never produced one song. Fat Cat produced my songs. Johnny T. Milton from Lubbock, he a good producer. He got me a bunch of good jams. Uh, Fat Cat, Johnny T, and Jeff Harkey. That's Jeff's last name, Jeff Harkey. He was a good producer, man. He was a great producer for real. So I'm at a barbecue for my partner who done got out the pen, and I happened to rap on the mic at his party. And the dude that I'm telling you, we went to his house, he is with the H-Town, the group H-Town. It was two twins and another dude, but he was the dude that made the music. So once I met him, and he got to telling me all his credentials and what he could do, the CD came out. It's a couple of weeks after the barbecue that he been running around telling people, shout out Ken Fulton. He was riding around telling people to tell me that he looking for me. So now he had an APB out on me. Everybody was coming from everywhere saying, you need to talk to this dude Ken. He trying to get you to make a record. I thought they was bullshitting, really, literally. When I seen him, I thought, because he took me to a little oyster bar that used to be on 4th Street in Lubbock. And I was like, what is we doing here? And he had cold cups for beer. I'm like, wait a minute. And dude, I had seen the dude a couple of times in the town. And the times I seen him, he was hanging out with dudes who was hollering they was pimping. So I was like, oh no. I ain't finna be no hoe. So me and him go to the oyster bar to eat. And I'm telling him, man, I don't need none of these fancy cups or none of this shit. I don't need you to put me under a light that we not going to be able to sustain. And so, shit, we went. I knew he was serious when he bought a airplane ticket for the drum machine. Because we couldn't tote the drum machine on top. We had to put it up under. And he was like, no, we can't put that under there. Because we don't want it shifting around and getting fractured and shit like that. So he bought an airplane ticket for the drum machine. So I said, shit, he either serious or he the world's greatest bullshitter. So I'm finna go see what it's about. So shit, we got to Houston. He take me in the room. I get to meet the dude Sticks.
So how old were you at this time?
I'm 25 at this time, and headed to 26. Got a few kids. I'm thugging outrageously, tripping bad in the town. And so once he found out that's what I was doing and that's where I was gonna be, that's what I do. And then he heard me rap without the pen or without the music, and he was like, oh, yeah, y'all ready. Then we already had songs at my friend Johnny T house that we had recorded. He was like, hell yeah, y'all on y'all way. Y'all just needed somebody to show you where to go. So me, Fat Cat, Billy Smith, we loped up with him. And from that point on, we was in and out of Amarillo, in and out of Lubbock, going back and forth up and down the highway, sleeping in the truck, getting pulled over by the police, all kind of wild shit, but that was our life at the time. And wasn't nobody else doing it, so nobody could tell us how to do it. We seen the No Limit people, they was out there working hard. We seen what they was doing, and we was pretty much going. I got signed with Ken. He came to me, he had the contract. I signed the contract, and then we took off from there.
So do you own your masters?
No, I don't own none of that stuff. No, that was one of the things we didn't know about at the time, was mastering and from
just
all that publishing and all that type of shit. None of that shit, but I still get paid for it. Like right now on YouTube, if we listen to a song or some of that shit, it's coming straight to me. So it's understood. And it was crazy. But it was, it's more to it than just making a record and putting it out. It was some shit we had to learn. We didn't know. We didn't know nobody had done no song shit. Buddy Holly was dead by the time we realized. He from Lubbock. So we didn't know who to go talk to and none of that shit. But it worked out.
Did you
My first album was in 96.
Poisonous Game, right?
Poisonous Game was the very first album I had. I had a mixtape that it really didn't come out. Well, yeah, it came out. I sold it. But only a few people knew about it.
You still have that or not?
I don't have it, but I know people that got it. My partner named Derek Wilkinson, he got it. And so that to me was the beginning. Once I sold that CD, made that tape. I was selling tapes at the time. And so that motherfucker sold so fast. I was like, woo. If we had records, we'd be off the chain. So the next thing was a record. And so, for us not to have a radio station, and the radio station only come on Sunday from like 8 o'clock to 12. They would play that Mr.Coop at least 6 times on that radio station that day. So I didn't know nothing about none of that shit. I didn't know how to do none of that shit, go talk to none of them people. The dude Ken was doing all the talking and everything. The commercial for the CD was because we was trying to get up in this market. We was trying to come up here. So we came up here and shot the commercial over in South Dallas off 2nd Street. And a lot of people seen it and got to getting on top of the CD. So the CD was known down here.
Do you still have that commercial?
I don't, but somebody, Billy Smith may have it, or Derek Wilkins. And when the CD came out, I was walking down the street in Parkway on Bates, and the Bloods came through. And they was playing the CD. I went, what the? And they hanging out the windows, singing every song and loud about it. I'm like, man, these people crazy.
Like, ain't you just trying to kill me last week?
Yeah, wasn't you just one of the people that was really shooting at me the other weekend? Yeah, but I like this CD. So that let me know right then that Gang banging didn't affect what people like. Shit, you can be who you gonna be, and I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be. I'm gonna just be who I'm gonna be and like your CD. So that's what the shit was, and it was crazy to me because I was disrespectful back then. Oh man, I was a young guy with nobody that could tell me how to do this. So I did it the way I felt it was right. So if I felt like saying something, whatever that may have been, I said it and was willing to deal with whatever the consequences would be after I said what I said. But I had to say what I was saying because I was ghetto news. I was the hood. I got to tell the hood what the hood going through. So once it got so big that Amarillo was rocking with us, that was like the first time I ever went there to do a show, to see all the cars outside of the place where the show gonna be. I was like, God damn, what is going on? Then we got in there, and JoJo and KC was there. Jodeci was also there. And so once all of them was in there, and then my music came on and the people started running to the stage, I was like, oh shit, they came to see me. That was a little different for me. I wasn't prepared for that. So shit, after that, it was just, now you hearing the music, you coming to the Dallas, and the dude done made a way for him to play your songs on the radio here. So I was like, oh shit. Oh yeah, we way bigger than I'm thinking, because we here playing. Once you play here, everybody, know that, hey man, I heard him in Dallas. I seen him on the TV. We had did a commercial and some more shit. And so the shit just, it really got to moving too fast. But I wasn't prepared to, nobody could tell me what too fast was because nobody else was doing it. So I was just going, walking, wherever the music was playing, that's where I show up. Man, we was all in all the little back towns, Abilene, all the little towns in between there, Sweetwater. A lot of them little towns we pulled up in and just kicked it. Shit, and the music got huge. One day I'm getting pulled over by the police.
The police know you?
The police say, LaJuan Cooper, is you Mr.Coop?
You gotta look
At first, I don't know. At first, I'm finna tell him hell no, but he done said my whole name. So yeah, I gotta tell him, yeah, that's me. He said, man, I've been listening to your music since I was in college. I what? Okay, he said, yeah, I was at South Plains and whoop, whoop, whoop. Well, hey, man, thanks. But what about this ticket? What we doing? He didn't put me in the car with him. He let me drive my car off, but I was like, wow, that's crazy. But that's when you know they listening. It's downtown, so that was one of the parts that I wasn't prepared for. I was not prepared for the police to listen to it. Then my partner's house got robbed in Amarillo. That's where he lived. And the police came, and they was like, they said his name, you Ken Fulton? He said, don't you run the radio station? I mean, the record company with Mr.Coop? I'm sitting there like, I ain't finna say nothing. He said, ain't you Mr.Coop? Oh, yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they say.
So he was like, okay, well, somebody did rob this house. We gonna take fingerprints and all that shit, but yeah, just know that they looking at y'all now, cause we looking at y'all. We see y'all. So the crooks is looking at y'all cause they think y'all living better than you should be. You're making CDs, so that shit was like, it was nerve-wracking, but at the same time, it was the stamp that said, you somebody. You bigger than you was expected to be. Yeah, to you. So understand now that the police know who you is and where you at. But I wasn't doing nothing out of the way. I fought a lot, but I was doing mostly rapping. And the shit was crazy because, like I said, it was other people that rapped, but not like me. Yeah.
Was that so? That was Project 2 then.
Yeah, that was a project that it never got out though. It was a mixtape, and it was all the people I knew at the time that was rapping, and they got on there. It's cool shit.
So what? So I see you have, I believe, five or five projects. Four,
I want to say 6.
6.
Yeah.
Um. So the ones I was. So I mean, I still see that.
Part of this game.
Game still.
Game still deadly. The chosen one is right here, I think. Yeah. And then, okay, the chosen one is number 3. Game still deadly was number 2. Part of this game. Long time coming was number 4 that nobody really ever got to hear that one. It was a double CD, and it jammed too.
Do you have any of those CDs or no?
Uh, I don't got none of them right now. Part of this game was the beginning where we learned everything. We started learning. Game still deadly was we in this, we doing it now. We got, it's a lot of people around us, and we fucking with artists outside of Lubbock, but it was all to build up. It was all building up, and there was investigations going on at this time.
So what time would that be? Like early 2000s?
We want to say early 2000s, and shit, the police came, and they got the CEO in 2003, and gave him 33 years, and he went on, and then in 2006 they got me because I got caught with a gun. So in 2006 I go to the pen, and I don't get out till 2010. That's where A Long Time Coming came from. That's a good CD.
So is that like your most recent work, you'd say?
Yeah.
When did that end up dropping?
I want to say 2010, probably 11. Shit, now we back out here, and there wasn't no internet when we left. So now we trying to adapt to the new world. That's where I'm at. I'm just trying not to offend nobody and just make good music when I start back making music. My son had became a master at this shit. He was doing everything. Then he had his situations where he had a couple of strokes in the prison, and they wasn't taking care of him like they were supposed to. So he couldn't walk and none of that shit. Then he stopped being able to talk. But he now getting back to where he can talk, and he going through therapy. So he getting this shit together. It's gonna be a slow walk, but we gonna do it together. If God knows, if my son get his speech back and get back mobile, I'll never look back, because this is what he do. This is really what he do. And so, yeah, right now I'm just in between waiting on God and living life. That's what it is. Just not taking it too serious, not letting this new world get me out of my me. Yeah. And the kill MCs. Because I know at one point in time you couldn't make no noise if
You weren't part of them.
Yeah, if you wasn't with that over there. So
who was all in the Killer MCs that you remember?
Jermaine Irwin, Cleve Patrick Jones, Derek Wilkerson, Billy Smith, Johnny Smith, and did I say Jermaine Irwin? Okay, him. And that was pretty much it.
Like,
Yeah, I was on the song with Lil Kiki.
so
And
did you work with him personally, like in the
yeah,
studio?
he came to the studio
So
in Houston. That was the coolest shit ever. And man, it was just I was fresh getting started, and they had been in it a minute, so they was giving me the game. I was just learning as we went. I really liked the song I did with Kid Frost. That's who I really kicked it with. Him and Baby Bash. We had a lot of fun.
So did you ever have the chance to meet a DJ Screw or that?
Yeah, I met them on down the line. Just happened to be in Houston at some they was at, and ESG and 3-2. He was out of another group with Big Mike. Oh yeah.
Did you ever run into Fat Pat by chance or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, them boys.
How was that?
It was cool, but they was wild. Yeah. All of them. They was wild. It was Jeff. I forget Jeff's last name. It was Fat Cat. That's who I started running with. Fat Cat began to make my beats, and I let him do what he do, and he let me do what I do. And he made the music. And the crew that I had that was with me was from Rappaz House. It was B Fresh, BZ, Mo, Cotton, Charles. All these people lived in Lubbock, man, and they had lyrics. I wish I could play some of the music right now because they was off the chain. There was songs after songs that should have got heard that never got heard. And because I'm not knowing how to do this, it was a lot of emotions in it. It was too much feelings when you should have just been moving. You shouldn't have been worried about this and doing that. We had girls in the group, Bright Eyes, Brandy, and there was another Brandy that sung. This girl named Tanyette. She from the town. She sung too. So I did songs with all them people, man, and it was amazing. That's all I can say. It was really amazing that we pulled it together and we knew what it was. We knew what we was doing. We just didn't know how to do it on the major level.
So, how'd you and B Fresh meet?
Me and B Fresh met at his cousin's house, Johnny T. Johnny T did all the music really. And everybody that did music had to come through there. He was the Dr. Dre of the hood. But shit got different for him after a while. But B Fresh was in Killer MCs, and I was in my group. But this dude that used to be on the radio, Cash Money, he had us all together in one big group, and we would go do the 4th of July stuff, all that type of stuff. So one day he had us at a meeting in his house, and he was saying that he was getting ready to put some money behind somebody, but he don't know who he want to put the money behind because didn't none of us seem like we was ready.
Like, yeah, seriously.
And so B Fresh was in the Killer MCs, and he said in front of the Killer MCs, we might not be ready. We probably ain't ready because we be arguing over petty shit. But Coop is ready. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Coop is ready. And that's the first time somebody believed in me more than I believed in myself, and it fucked me up because I was like, shit, nigga, what? Because they dance and everything when they perform. They had a routine. They
So you're thinking you just
finna
gotta
be
like,
screaming and hollering. I'm just standing on the stage cussing. So that's how I felt. I felt like they was better than me, but he didn't feel that way. He felt like Mr. Coop is ready. I don't care what nobody else say, and I don't care how nobody else feel. I love my group. I know who I'm with. We might not be ready, but Coop is ready. And I was like, shit, that's the biggest compliment I ever got in my life, because you in a group and your group standing right there hearing you say that they might not be ready, but he ready. And that, man, listen, from that point on, that was my guy. And we went through hell and high water together. Me and that boy done actually had kids at the same month. Like, I'm in the hospital, he in the hospital, and my partner Frump, God rest his soul, he was in the hospital. We all down, like his girl having her baby, she had her. Then my girl had my son, and my other partner girl had his son. So we was like, shit, that's crazy. Who does that? Well, that wasn't it wasn't the only time that happened. We pulled that off a couple of times. And it's crazy because me and this man, we have been to hell and high water together. That's my guy. If we get this all together, he will commentate the entire uh what is called documentary. Fresh would do that for me. Cause he the only one he can really tell you the story from the jump. Cause he been watching everything. And I've been doing everything. And he been letting me do everything, trying to stop me on the cool, but not really. It's been work, man. It's been life. Life, you know,
life.
everything, yeah. Everything that's meant for you, you gonna get. Know that. If it ain't meant for you, you ain't gonna have it. This chasing this dream with this music, knowing I got it, but the world ain't seen it. I need the world to see it and accept it. Once that happens, it ain't no looking back.
Or being your
Uh, I want to say it's bigger. It's a lot more to do, and it's way too many people to be trying to know everybody's business. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, and that's what I say about Lubbock. People, you're allowed to be in Lubbock. You're allowed to be mad at somebody all week till it's time to go to the club. You ain't say nothing to them. You finna disturb the whole fucking club because you want to get in here tonight, get drunk, and try to fight. It's crazy. And so here, it's too many people for you to be mad at one somebody. A long time, man, you better let that go and go on about your business.
So, would you want to drop like a? Would you want to? Are you like working on any music now, or like? Are you
Not right now, but in about 2 months, I will be.
So,
Yeah.
are you thinking just a project though, or just something?
No, I think it's gonna be a project. It's gonna be about 12 songs. I would like to do this documentary. I would like to find somebody who can tape it for me, film it, get it all boxed up, and help me make this money, because it's gonna make a lot of money. Because people are nosy and they want to know your business. And I happen to be from a place where I know where all the people is nosy. That's Lubbock, Texas. Everybody want to know everybody's business. And all you got to say is, I got a Mr.Coop DVD. What? And there they come. They wanted a bootleg, everything. You can sell it under the table. just want to be in people's business. They don't care.
Or just like
In 5 years, I want to put a swimming pool in this backyard. I want to put another porch out there. Take this one down because it done went through some wind and hail. And put a porch around this where we could walk in and out. Don't have to step down or step up like it's a porch. It's gonna be nice. And then we sell this. We do a couple of things where we can almost make movies, make a lot of money, and me and you go to some place we ain't never been.
without
Hell no. I be telling a lie if I said, yeah, I'm just happy I'm still here. And I'm amazed I'm still here. And I'm trying to adapt to being here and not being accepted as a man. They want you to be something else. I can't be nothing else. What I am since 1972 to right now. That's the one I'm gonna die at. And God in my life, yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of that. But this place is, man, nobody here likes humans. They would rather talk to the phone. Give me that one more again.
you're good. What happens after life's done with life?
You die, I think. That's what I would think. When life done with life, that's it. Yep. That's when you get your last suit, everything. When life done with life, yeah. That's it. Yeah, man, mind your business. And get some of them killers off down there. Stop killing everybody. Y'all, it ain't no more Lubbock, man. Everybody is at Willie Griffin's. He done seen everybody family, everybody, everything. He done buried everything. Calm down. Live life. Go enjoy your kids. Go to the fair. Well, you might want to come down here to go to the fair. You're going to spend the same money. They got a fry down here where they fry Snickers. Sweet Jesus, is y'all trying to kill me? Yeah, 'cause I need 3 of them.
They trying to give you a heart attack.
I just mean that, and they almost got me, Jack, 'cause, hey, man, listen, they fry everything.